Hello and welcome to Broken Mind and Growing Confidence. This is Claire Edelston from Positive Life Workshops, and this is funded by the National Lottery Community Fund thanks to the government. When I separated from the ex-husband, I didn't know who I was. I just knew it was time that I needed to figure these things out. I needed to change my focus. So I didn't have any money. I was being emotionally blackmailed all the time. Still in debt, still paying things off, still just plodding on. I needed to find out what I wanted in life. Where was I going? So I went on to a bit of self-discovery, having fun and finding love. So I started to live and discover the more authentic and the more real me, who I was. So I started to go a bit more into the cycles. So the lady who shared the blog about the PMDD was a fantastic drawer, and she drew mandalas, and I'd never seen mandalas before. The couple of the girls at school I went to used to draw the petals and things like that on the books, but I'd never seen such intricate work all around, the same all around. It was beautiful, and it really drawed me in. So I started to have a look what was going on, find out what mandalas were, did a bit of work myself, did some colouring sheets and things like that. And then I discovered a wonderful lady called Julie Gibbons, and she had Magic Mandala course. And that was just what I was looking for, a Magic Mandala course. I wanted to learn about mandalas, and here it was, a Magic Mandala course. Now, Julie Gibbons has really, really inspired my life quite a lot from this course. So this course was basically me discovering myself, me finding out, and she gave me the tools and the ways to actually discover what was going on, to find out who I was and what I wanted, and I loved it. Within this course, I discovered that I wanted to do my own business. I wanted to create Positive Life Workshops, going into mental health hospitals, going in the community and doing sessions, doing art, creative stuff, making slime, just having fun, enjoying myself, doing the things that I love to do. But I didn't know how to do it because I still work for the NHS. And then a job came up on the activities team. Activities team, fantastic. Done this job, know it inside out. Must be the perfect candidate for it. Been here years, everyone knows me. Got to apply for it because it's got to be mine. Now, at this time, I was only working 2 days a week for the NHS because I was that stressed out. I'd reduced from 5 days to 4 days to 3 days to 2 days. I was at the top of my band, I had nowhere else to go, and this job came up. It was the same band, but it was full-time on a different ward doing activities. And I knew, because I'd done the mandala course, that I wanted to be doing something more creative. I wanted to be doing something to do with my art and my creativity. I wanted to be sharing these skills and helping other people with it. I wanted to teach people to learn to discover themselves and to learn how to help their mental health with art and creativity exactly the same way as I'd done. And I think that's kind of what pushed me towards going for the activities job. So I went for the activities job, went to the interview. Not one question about activities. Not one single solitary question about what hobbies I had. Nothing. It blew my mind. It was about safeguarding, the NHS policies, this, that and the other. I'd been there 19 years. I knew what I was doing. I knew all the safeguarding policies. I knew it all inside out. But when you're in an interview situation, it's a totally different situation, isn't it? We all know that. And I did rubbish at the interview. But I'm not surprised because they was interviewing just for a generic person to work at the NHS. They were not actually interviewing for somebody who was good at activities because they didn't ask the right questions. And how were we supposed to get the patients better on the ward using activities? So the only actual option that they've got that's not medication is the activities. And they didn't ask any questions about running activities or doing activities or anything like that. So I was still quite confident that I was going to get this job. And I didn't get it. And then that was my moment to leave the NHS. I was like, no, what? You're not giving me the job. Why? I didn't get the job. And I stepped back in that office that day and I said, you know what? If you're not going to give me this job, I'm going to set up my own business, and I'm going to be earning more than I would have done if I was working that job. I did it. I set up my own business. I set up Positive Life Workshops as a community interest company, and I slowly started to build what I was doing while I was still working at the NHS. Now, I only worked at the NHS for 2 days, so it was quite easy to fit around trying to start a business up with still working. I just carried on and kept going. And then I got a regular session in a private mental health hospital. My first actual contract was in a private mental health hospital, which was amazing. In my plan for my business was to be working within the private sector and within the NHS, going in to run these specialist activities. So not activities that the activities people do, because they're not activities. They're they are activities, but that's just what they are. And there's a way of using creativity and art and activities to actually benefit you more than just giving you something to do. So if you actually use them correctly, you can use them as tools to help your mental health. And those patients weren't going to get that. I didn't get the job. So I was going to try and give other people my knowledge and my skills, because I know I was in a mental health ward, and I know that the main person who helped me on that ward was the activities woman, and without her, I'm not sure where my story would have gone. I'm not sure. I probably would have been on that ward a lot longer. I mean, I was doing my own creative stuff. I took my own knitting in, and I was drawing and colouring in and doing things like that. So I was really focusing. I wanted to get myself out of there. I needed to keep myself busy, and that's what I went to do, my art and my creativity. So then I need to kind of bring this back. These skills need to be given to other people. So I learned skills through Julie, and I'm forever grateful for what she taught me, because she taught me who I was through her course. I've actually started a course online, which I'm going to be launching soon. I will give more details on the next podcast, but if you join the Facebook group Broken Mind and Growing Confidence, there will be more details coming up in that soon. So you'll be able to sign up to come and do the course online. So this is not a creative course, but it is still the same principles of how I discovered who I was and what I wanted and how I became confident. Keep listening, subscribe to the podcast, and you'll find out. I've got a few bits and pieces going on over the next few weeks, so I'll leave all the links in the show notes so you can find out what's going on and when, and you can come and have a chat with us. Come and tell us how you make a difference to your life. If you use creativity or if you use anything else, come over and let us know, because the more people that share the things that they do to help them, the more people we can benefit. So I use a lot of creativity, meditation, I do yoga, I do gratitude and things like that. And that's what we're going to be talking about over the next few weeks and the next few months, is the different things that I use to get myself to where I am now with a positive mental health, because my mental health's really good. And it's been a hard few weeks this last couple of weeks as well. So just to be able to still say that, it's quite good. That means that I'm actually doing what I'm telling people to do. I'm still using those tools on myself, and I'm still helping myself on a daily basis, because we need to. You need to work on it. So it's so easy to go back to the negative. So easy. It is just automatic, but we don't need to. What we need to do is work on being positive. So try and keep in the group as much positivity as we can. So I said come for a morning a few weeks ago, but I don't think that's right for the group. We don't want mourning, we want positivity. We want uplifting things, because when we start mourning, that's when we start getting negative. So we want, if you want to mourn about something, you need to find a positive aspect of it to be able to come to the group and talk about it, and any questions that you want me to answer, things like that. We'll see you soon. Don't forget to come over to the group Broken Mind and Growing Confidence. Thanks for listening to this week's episode. Leave us a review, subscribe, come and join the Facebook page, Positive Life Workshops Community Interest Company. Membership and the mini courses will be available soon. We also have a group, Broken Mind and Growing Confidence, as well as the Ladies Wellbeing group. Thank you for listening to Broken Mind and Growing Confidence.